Hello there. In case you don't know it, it's Lori and Bob again. Um, we're going to we're going to talk about evolution versus revolution. No, evolution versus resolution.
Thank
Not
you.
revolution. Revolution is a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Resolution, and I think people are trying to resolve things as if it starts and it ends, and then we move on to the next thing, and people don't see that it's really connected. And the whole thing is evolving and not being so impatient to resolve and get it out of the way as if it had nothing to do with the next thing.
Now, Bob, why are we talking about resolution?
We're talking about resolution because people want to move on. They don't want to stay in the
Wait.
same old miserable relationship.
You forgot to say Happy New Year.
Is it the new year already? Happy New Year, folks.
That's why we're talking about resolutions.
I'm a little slow. I didn't make the connection, but now.
Yeah.
Blinders.
Okay. Now, sometimes you start in the middle of the story assuming that
Yeah.
people know what you're talking about.
Sometimes it's very generous. I usually do it all the time. But, okay. Well, let's leave this
Okay.
in. Let's leave this in because it's important
Yeah.
about Bob's brain, how it works, and a lot of other men's brains. And by the way, I am going to be interviewing Desperate Husbands. We have that coming up.
Okay.
That's coming up.
Well, now the organized person will start. Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
And the reason that we talked about resolutions is because when Bob and I started to think about what we were going to do for 2011, we thought, well, you make resolutions and then you don't stick with them, or maybe you do for a month and then most people actually forget about them. So we started thinking maybe resolutions is not the way to look at it, but evolution, not revolution.
Revolution. I'm reading a book on Stalin, and I'm thinking
Right.
revolution.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, it's true. And so the question I have for you, my dear, is that why is it that resolution, it's hard for resolution to really, really stick?
Right.
Whereas evolution, you have a lot more like traction.
Right.
Well, that's...
Well, what we're talking about is that evolution is the conscious process of connecting your relationship with your partner, connecting on the levels of head, heart, and hormones, but doing it consciously. And as we do that consciously throughout the year, by really being aware of it, that is the process that leads a relationship to evolve to a different place.
Right.
And so, you and I were talking about how that's more realistic than making a resolution and we're going to have a much better relationship this year.
Yeehaw! Yes. The old yeehaw, the resolution,
Right.
it's connected with nothing but some empty wish. With evolution, you're able to connect it with your whole life. You see it. There's a cognitive understanding, and you're calling up a feeling has been there for a long time, and that's what you're grounding it on.
Right. So we are going to help you guys this year evolve your relationships so that you have a deeper connection and deeper intimacy on the levels of head, which means communicating, heart, which means loving your partner emotionally, and hormones, which means having the sexual connection. Right?
What's that? That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Now, and
Don't say that.
No, and would you say it was like a connection between a deeper connection in the relationship? Because I think what I'm trying to say here is a deeper connection with your own person. When you have two people deeply connected with each other, you get to be a happy couple.
Yeah.
Unlike us sometimes, but a lot of times we are happy.
Yeah, it's all a matter of ratios. But
Ratios
we'll
and working it out.
That.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And frankly, we'll get. Of course, we know that you evolve through conflict too. That's got to be a part of it.
Exactly.
Get that stuff up and out and look at it.